Being lied in your face is obviously the best thing nowadays, right? It is the new normal. In most media, multimedia websites, right, that you look, there is this simple aspect. Everyone plays the patriot nowadays. Everyone plays whatever role possible, right? They all seem too good at it because most likely they have been taught to play a single role and, well, they're technically a one-trick pony. One single thing they know how to do and they just do it. And nowadays you see all the heroes popping up like mushrooms after the rain and promising humanitarian aid and such, right? Promising to save the world and being the best and doing the best for everyone else in situations when ultimately they're nothing else than profiteers, right? And, this is just an epitome of fakery, right? People are speaking about democracy, rights, and, the freedom of speech and the such, but they are fanatically willing to lock people down if they don't comply to the system, right? Isn't this proof enough of a fake system? See, a sick society never ever cares about you because a sick society is built by sick people, by ignorance. They don't care who or what you are. They don't believe in anything. They just ignore anything. And technically, they are moles. If you don't believe in anything, well, someone else will come in your life and they will give you something to believe in, right? Nowadays, see, the whole world has been ruled through belief. Now, what is a belief? Well, belief means accepting something without a necessity for proof. And obviously, when it comes to this, well, that is kind of a problem because when you just accept things, which is technically ignorance, what ignorance is basically living life off of these aspects, right? Of beliefs. When you believe in something, you don't need a proof. And when you have people who are simple minded, they have the easiest time imagining things because if you present them something, they don't have a critical mind and they don't have limitations to their imagination, right? Because if you don't put some limitations to your imagination, you will simply instantly and vividly perceive anything that you're being told of, and that will make it far more plausible for you to accept as a new normal, right? Like, why do you think predictive programming actually works? Well, it works because many people get easily used with what they see in movies, right? We all see nowadays people doing their education from what they learn from video games or from the news, right? Because nowadays we don't need schools anymore. Schooling system is a horrible one and it sucked dick ever since it appeared. But the point is, well, obviously society doesn't care about you, it doesn't care about your children, so, well, when you have prime ministers telling you that a certain type of nation, people, old people and young children, right, of a certain nationality don't deserve to die just because, they are so-called the enemy. Well, I would understand that in the Middle Ages, right? But when you have such people speaking such things, right, on air, on, the mainstream media, and people kind of accept that, that's a big question mark. Because people talk about not being racist, right? But that's actually racism right in your face. But many people forget that, you're not allowed, you are not allowed to be a racist, right? As long as you comply to the system, you're always okay, right? The point is, only the mortal ones are not allowed to be racist and the such. But, this sick society does nothing else at the same time but simply promote separation, right? Separation on medical terms, separation on intellectual terms. Not that this society actually cares much about intellectuals, but the point is, if you're dumb, you're always prioritized because, well, a sick society always needs, dumb people to be the ones to rule, and, well, become a club of people in which you're gonna never be allowed in because, well, classification is important. Once you have a certain set of aspects and they are known, you will be sent into a certain place, you will be labeled in a certain type, in a certain way, and based on that, well, society will have certain expectations of you, right? If you're an intellectual, you'll always be limited because, well, you're much more of a deal, you're much more of a problem. If you're stupid and you just comply, well, that's perfect because you're an easy mold. So this society is so full with people, who play the prophets, people who play the patriots nowadays, people who don't know what the fuck they're doing on this planet. They don't care about anything and anyone, but they're speaking about humanitarian needs, right? Even the Bible says that there shall be a moment when, the devil will be walking the lands with the cross in hand, right? So if that would be the case, well, it is high time people actually wake up and realize that this system never needs them. This system never needed you. Take, for example, the Middle Ages. You either believed in God or, well, you weren't allowed to live. You either fought for God and died because, well, when you die in pains, and, well, that energy of pain that you emit is colossal. And, well, nothing is lost in this universe. Nothing is lost in this system also. So ask yourself, where is the pain and, the regret, the fear that all these people nowadays that are feeling, right? Where are all these going, right? Aren't they feeding, the dying system instead? Do you think religion was created to enlighten you or to simply feed the system? Because when you have hundreds of generations that believe in a certain thing, the next generation will, genetically believe in it and will be more prone to believing it. So belief, see, when you believe in something, that becomes instantly beyond creation. If you believe you suck, you technically suck. Not because you realistically do, but if you believe in it, you accept it, right? Belief is nothing but a story. You either accept it or you simply discard it. There is no other way. The point is, if you accept a belief, you're not closer to the truth. If you accept, well, actually, if you deny a belief, again, you're not necessarily closer to the truth. See, the truth or belief that God exists, that is up to everyone to interpret. If that's how you want to envision creation, that is up to you. But the point is, nowadays, people can only manipulate you through belief, right? Because whatever you believe in, well, it will not necessarily become your creation. It will not become your reality, but it will be more important than creation and reality. Because if you believe that you suck, well, the reality most likely is that you don't. But the belief that you suck will be more important than your reality. So you'll constantly distract and focus your energies on that. The same thing is with manipulation. Hate me, love me, but don't ignore me, right? That's how people rule you in this world. They all come up and, do their shows because all this is nothing else but a spectacle, all this society. And they're doing their shows so that they anger you or that you love them. That's how narcissists work, right? Sociopaths, more or less, but narcissistic people are only interested in your energy. That is why most of them piss you off, because it is much easier to piss someone off than to pretend and, act confident and altruistic so that you win people's hearts and minds. Because, pretending at such a good level, it requires a bit more advanced people. And those aren't necessarily required in a society because, well, any person can actually wake up. Why do you think mechanization is highly important nowadays, right? They're talking about the digital wallet, they're talking about the digital you, because you are never wanted in this society. I mean, it's been proven till now that, what this society wanted is a mass murder, and they wanted to do a global genocide. And, well, apparently it didn't work till now, but that doesn't mean they will stop it. So, all this being said, yes, take care of yourselves, and remember that this whole society is nothing else than a show. Don't take anything serious of what they're saying, because ultimately it is just a show. And even Shakespeare said it so many years ago, that this whole world is a stage. We're all just actors. Don't get attached to anything that you see, because a calm mind nowadays, well, can weather the storm. All this being said, you are appreciated. Take care. Hopefully this video was introspective enough. you are appreciated again, well, become introspective. You'll see that answers that you're looking for will become clearer, and situations in your life will also become clearer with silence in your mind. Take care. Ferinjan Board signing out.